Welcome to We Know Ball. Title not finalized. A largely Sixers podcast. A podcast where we would go physical girlfriend, mom brain. So this is the MLB preview. Um, we got our hosts, Parm. No baller SP for now. He was supposed to be here, but he fucking I don't know. He's going door to door for Gavin Newsom or something. He's not here. He won't show up. He's going AWOL. But it's all right because we got our guest, Card. Say what's up to the people, Card.
Lovely to be here. Excited for the Sal Pod, and I
Whoa, whoa,
can't wait for
whoa.
the MLB season to begin tomorrow.
Hell yeah. I would like to clarify though, this is not the Sal Pod. I see
Oh, I
Baller
apologize. I'm
and
sorry. Yeah,
Parm
yeah.
as my equals, except for Baller. He's a little bit lower now since he didn't show up. Um, yeah, we're here to do MLB preview. Um, we're talking about the MLB, talking baseball, as some may say. So yeah, we're gonna do that. But first, have you boys heard the big MLB slop that came out yesterday? I want to discuss that a little bit.
Talking about Mr. Montgomery.
What? What are you talking about? I didn't hear nothing like that. I'm talking about former um, AL MVP Aaron Judge appearing on Paw Patrol. Now, this is something that excites me very much. Um, he's he's gonna be on Rubble and Crew. Appears he has two dogs and he's taking a picture with Rubble. What I'm seeing here, he's gonna be animated. We haven't had a moment this big for children's cartoons and baseball since Andrew McCutcheon and some other fucking guy appeared on the Disney Junior show Puppy Dog Pals. I think this is exciting. I'm I'm gonna be there. I'm excited for the episode. What are your boys' takes on this?
Has Mr. Judge done any like voice work in the past? Is this his debut?
Um, he was on Conan O'Brien once. He played MLB The Show with him. Does that count?
I can't believe this. The global sports I don't know. He's like the global sporting partner of PepsiCo. Mr. Aaron Judge has done voice work. He's selling so much fucking Diet Pepsi, dude. Your head would spin.
That's true. That's true. Is Diet Pepsi the number one drink at Yankee Stadium?
I think they do sell only Pepsi products. Yeah,
That's good.
I think it is a Pepsi products facility, if I remember correctly.
You know what? We're a fan of that. We're gonna come out right now and say we're a fuck Coca Cola podcast.
Whoa, whoa,
Um,
whoa, whoa! I'm not signing. I'm not signing off on that.
yeah, that's
As a as a resident of good old Atlanta, Georgia, I cannot.
boo,
I cannot
boo.
concede the Pepsi. I'm
Fuck
just
the
saying
Thrashers.
there was one Braves game I went to, insane heat. I got a giant plastic cup of some Diet Coke. My first time having Diet Coke, and that shit tasted like the elixir of life. It brought me back. So ever since then, I'm a Coke guy.
Mhm.
Unfortunately.
So when you're at Brave
It is a
Stadium,
fruity beverage.
do
Uh
they
huh.
do the chop with the Coke in hand? Is that shit just flying all around,
No,
raining
no,
down?
they're very reverent. They tend to put down the Coke and then they get all set up and take a deep breath and go right into the chop.
Gotcha. All right. Well, now that we talked about the big news, we can get into our MLB preview. Yeah. Woo! We're starting off. We're gonna start off on a big note here. We're gonna start off on a division near and dear to Parm's heart. We're talking about the AL East. We got the Rays, the Yankees, the Orioles, the Blue Jays, and the Red Sox. Boys, how do we feel about the AL East and these teams?
Cooked product. The product. Sadly,
Really?
it's not. Other teams are allowed to be good now, so it's not as impactful as my youth. Um, it's still a very very good division though.
Mm-hmm.
With the one exception being the Red Sox, who are uh every other one of those five teams has a chance to win the division or make either of the wild card spots.
Fair enough. Fair enough. See, I hate to get this argumentative already, but I kind of have to disagree on the Red Sox, dude. I think they might cook, dude. I think they might be back.
What?
Listen. All I'm saying is, they got what's the one guy's name? The guy who's friends with Bryce Harper, fucks with Bryce Harper. That guy. Whatever, that guy, that fella. He's gonna be back. Everyone hated him last year for some reason. It's probably because
Isn't it about
Boston
Trevor
is
Story?
racist. No, no, no. But better believe I'm getting to Trevor's Story. Trevor's Story, I believe, is going to have a big comeback year. I think him and Alex Manoah are the two stories I'm watching in the AL East the most. I think they had a down year, but I think they're just ready to get fucking back on the horse and get cooking.
You don't think losing Chris Sale and then getting Lucas Giolito out for the season is a problem for them?
No. Chris
Okay.
Sale, Chris Sale is fucking cooked beyond belief. That man does not have a single fucking unharmed piece of his body. He's going to the Braves. That means he's a fucking cooked ass fucking pitcher. You're only going to the
Are
Braves if
you
you fucking stink.
are you officially coming out in support of the Nick Pivetta Cy Young Award hive? Is that what we're trying to
I'm
claim?
not. I'm not. I personally would never. But I do have to say I have a soft spot in my heart for Kenley Jansen and Liam Hendricks. So I want to see them guys cook.
Listen, I'm a Yankees fan. I love washed players. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
I love washed guys. I love when guys are absolutely cooked and they probably should retire
Uh-huh.
and they get to jog around in an AL East uniform. It's my favorite thing.
Would you
It's
say
not a very
the
good baseball.
You
the
got
Von
it.
Grissom acquisition was like their blockbuster deal? You think that's gonna bring him back?
Hell yeah, dude. If
All
you're
right.
Dude, listen, I don't know who Vaughn Grisham is. I don't remember it. He was on the Padres, wasn't he?
I'm assuming so
No,
at some point.
That's Trent Grisham. Trent Grisham.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
don't yeah.
that is going to be really fun though. That they have the Red Sox have a Vaughn Grissom and the Yankees have Trent Grisham.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's a fun thing to have as part of our rivalry.
I think you're gonna enjoy Trent. You know, I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him way more than Juan Soto. He is a good vibes guy. He's kind of stinky at the plate and a little stinky in the outfield, but
You're crazy,
not a bad
dude.
addition.
Your Juan Soto hatred is absolutely fucking bizarre to me, dude. He literally brought you from being like a franchise nobody fucking cares about to being in the NLCS, dude. Like you're actually nothing without Juan Soto.
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't
He's
like watching him
He,
play.
You're crazy.
I mean, he's you know what I mean. You have to.
What'd you say?
I had to repress my love for Robinson Cano for many years after he did that to the Yankees. Like I fully understand.
Mm.
You decided to sign with the fucking Seattle Mariners. Like you're dead to me.
What's your beef with the Seattle
I get it.
Mariners?
Nothing in particular, just like that they're not, that he didn't want to take a pay cut to play in Bronx, and also, why do you sign with the Mariners if your agent is Jay-Z? Like, how does that work? That seems kind of like
Dude,
that doesn't make a lot of sense, but whatever,
that's
whatever.
fair. So you're saying you love wash guys, right? I feel like you're gonna be fucking living in heaven when it comes to watching the AL East this year. There's so many wash guys, dude. You got Craig Kimbrell and Kenley Jansen going back and forth. Come on, dude. That's so fucking sick. That's gonna be beautiful to watch this year. You got fucking Garrett Cole who's washed. He's gonna, we're not gonna enjoy watching him, but he's gonna be there. Uh, who else is washed? Tony Rizzo, he's probably washed. Um,
What's the story on the Garrett Cole injury? Is it still like a mystery, or have they given any actual information?
he played good
They
baseball for
they're
like 2 months and he couldn't handle it.
they're saying he's out for 1 to 2 months. Then they're going to try to get him to pitch again.
Oh,
That's basically it. That's like basically all the update.
Have the
great.
Yankees updated their medical staff since last year and the sobriety or the drinking incident, the sauna?
Uh, no. Nor have they replaced their staff after Anthony Rizzo had an undiagnosed concussion for 2 months in a row, and no one noticed
Well, you
until
can't
he
really
started. And
blame the medical staff. Maybe he just wasn't self-reporting well, you know.
he's so. I mean, to turn on my Mike Francesa brain, what better a self-report than Anthony Rizzo batting a buck 64 for 2 months in a row that he has a concussion? Like there's not really not a lot more that he can say.
Do you still
Like
have your? Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. I haven't found out if they have sold their broadcasting rights to a different New York City hospital though. That might bring great change. Which totally separate movie. That's not the one that I have brought today. But you guys should know that New York City Montefiore Hospitals partnered with the Yes Network, the Yankees TV broadcaster, to a made-for-TV movie advertisement about Montefiore hospitals, starring Ana de Armas in like
Oh,
2017.
I thought it was
A real
happening
movie.
soon. Is it good?
No, it's a made-for-TV movie on the Yes Network.
So
okay.
wait,
What are you trying to
hold on.
imply?
I apologize. I wasn't listening. I was snapping a girl. You're telling me on the Yes Network that they're making original like shows and films?
Yeah, it was an advertisement movie for Montefiore Hospitals, which is a chain of a hospital in New York City.
It's like an actual like feature length film though, right? Like
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I don't know if it's like I don't know what that like. I think it's like a little over an hour. Like it's a
yeah,
made for
it's
TV
that's
movie.
we'll count that. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's so sick. Wow. Is it are there any Yankee cameos? Like does who's on the Yankees? Was McCutcheon a Yankee in 17? Did he pop up?
No, I don't know if any of them were in it.
Mm.
I think they shot it in the stadium in the off season though.
Oh, gotcha. Damn, that's so
I think
sick.
with the AL East, I think the biggest news, and I want to get your takes on this.
Okay.
The Francis Scott Key Bridge incident, a plus or a negative for the Orioles? Does it rally them or is it over?
Uh, here's my thing. Half of the fucking Orioles guys haven't even been living in Baltimore for that long. These little young fucks are not. They don't care. Fucking Jackson Holiday's probably gonna make a TikTok about it, dancing in front of it like a little fella. They're not. They don't have maturity. They're young guys. They're not gonna get it. Maybe Cedric Mullins will shed a tear or two, but the rest of the guys, I can't see it from them.
I can't believe I can't believe you'd say that about the future Hall of Famer Adley Rutschman, the hero of Baltimore. I personally think he's going to rebuild the bridge with his bare hands. Over the course of the season, after every game, he's gonna like install a rod of steel and like weld it onto the structure.
Is that gonna be like the new ripoff of the Sacramento beam? They just put up a new fucking little iron rod somewhere.
Yeah, he's putting they're laying I-beams across across the Baltimore Harbor.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Now let me ask you this: who do you fear the most in the AL East this year, Parm? Who do you think scares you the most? Has the ability to fuck the Yankees the most?
The real answer, like academically, is the Orioles,
Hmm.
but my heart hates the Rays still
I think that's
for
fair.
ruining baseball
I got to be
because I
real.
kind of think they're just and more guys,
Yeah, they just spawn
So the
random
and
whole
I'm
fuckers out of their
terrified
ass.
of seeing.
so the
Yeah,
Wander
I'm
Franco
just
thing
like
just isn't gonna
I
affect them.
Probably not. Well, wait, no.
here's the thing, like here's the thing that would like be a franchise killer for like almost every team in
Yeah.
baseball, and like they still made the fucking playoffs.
Did they trade Randy? I know that was something that was going around. Did that happen?
I don't believe so.
Not yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, assuming they don't, that I mean, they should be all right. All right. So
Uh,
I didn't pick him as my
do you
AL Cy Young, but I think that there's a real chance that Zach Eflin could be in the running this year. He had a baller season last year, and now with Glass now gone, I think he really has a shot to fucking do some big shit this year.
yeah,
I'm very excited, very
him
bullish.
and they also have the scariest relief pitcher in Major League Baseball to me,
Who's that?
who's Pete Fairbanks,
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
because he looks like Kenneth from 30 Rock, and he looks like and he's always scared. Like he always pitches, and like you look at his face, and it's like a face that is like terrified,
The Aaron Nola
and he's
special.
throwing like 101 miles an hour with movement, and he's like it's like he's scaring himself with how nuts his pitches are.
Yeah.
Like he's just so captivating, and like every time he plays the Yankees, he strikes out the side on 9 pitches, and
Wow.
like looks like he's about to shit. Like, I can't stand this guy. Like no one's pissed me off watch like an opposing pitcher since Craig Kimbrell with like when he first came out with like the eagle arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Hold on.
that's so fucking annoying. It's just so annoying to do.
Hold on. Yeah. Hell yeah. I got a
Oh yeah.
baseball. Let me get a baseball and I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of him now, and just like all his headshots are just like I'm just a guy, and then him pitching, his eyes are like bulging out of his head.
Um that the other big eye bulger guy, you ever seen a picture of Mark Teixeira swinging a bat?
What's the name again? Can you repeat that?
Because Mark Teixeira, like the Yankees first baseman, he always looked like he had like the horny wolf in a cartoon eyes, like every single time, like swinging a pitch.
Holy shit. That's incredible. uh do you boys have any other thoughts on the AL East you want to get out before we do our winner prediction?
I really like the Yankees team as constructed. I'm really hoping that the call ups happen, and then I don't have to hope for like bad players to come at the deadline.
Gotcha.
And then I also kind of think the Blue Jays, while talented, are still going to be Mickey Mouse because they're that's kind of their mo.
Do you think they'll make the playoffs?
No, I have them. I think they get left off.
I think yeah. No, I think I'm with you. My only real big take on the NL or AL East is I kind of feel like the Orioles are gonna have a fucking mid year.
Yeah.
Um, I don't. I just don't believe. I think they're too young. I think they were really young last year and caught fire. I don't know that they're going to be able to catch that again. I love Cedric Mullins. I hope the best for him, but yeah, I'm not super high on them.
I kind of agree, but at the same time, I still think I have them winning the division. I don't know why.
No, yeah, they're very much a powder keg. You can kind of go, if they explode, they explode. If they don't, then fuck.
Like being young, yes, that's goes against them, but I also think like if you're on a team and you're young and you already reach the postseason in like that young stretch, you're not gonna want to miss it again, and you're not like grinding to get there. So I guess once you already have it, it'll be a case of are they still hungry and want to go back, or are you spoiled and then oh shit, now we're not gonna get there again. And I think it's more they're just gonna be hungry.
Yeah,
And I do think that the bridge incident plays to their favor. They're gonna have something to fight for.
yeah, I'm fair enough. Corbin Burns, he's going to be a good ad, a little veteran pitcher there, but I don't know. We'll see.
They're
All
all going
right.
to extend, which is crazy.
What was that?
They finally, they don't have to. It's not like a regular Orioles team anymore,
Mm,
because their owner actually is going to spend on the guys that are on the
Oh
team.
yeah, that's another big piece too.
Yeah,
Isn't
true.
the
Just
past owner selling,
yeah,
or did they already sell?
it just got
They
announced
officially
today.
sold today.
Oh shit, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. It's very big.
Which is like, yeah, I feel like that's a big morale booster, is
Yeah.
knowing that like you're good enough to make the playoffs, you're all under 25, and you're all going to be there forever, probably.
Yeah, no, it's it could be very much like a '08 Phils, baby. Bunch of young
Mhm.
fellas, young bucks going together. But yeah. All right. We got winner predictions. Card, you already said the Orioles. Sticking with the Orioles as your AL East winner.
Yeah, I'll stick with them.
Parm, who you got?
I'm gonna say Orioles.
Wow.
Sadly,
Wow.
Ye of little fucking faith. Well, I guess I'll be the only brave one here. I'm gonna say the Shake Milton energy has arrived in New York and it's changing the scene. I'm feeling the Yankees, AL East victory, and flame out in the playoffs.
Okay.
All right. So let's
that's it.
move on. Oh my God, we're at another banger division, dude. Maybe my favorite division in all of baseball, the American League Central. I tell you what, dude, I'm so fucking ready for AL Central ball this year. I love that the fucking Royals and the Tigers kind of spent a little bit, tried to make some real additions, tried to get going. I love it. I love the Twins, as you'll definitely see later. I have big hopes for the Twins, big plans for the Twins. I'd love to see what they can do this offseason or this season. Um, Guardians. I'm not vibing with the Guardians. I don't really fuck with them. Um, they need to get rid of Shane Bieber. He's old and he's taking up too much time. Um, and the White Sox are probably going to be like the worst team in baseball this year.
Yeah.
Uh, the good thing about the White Sox is there's a very good chance that Luis Robert Jr. gets traded, hopefully, and is a fill. So those are my opening thoughts, fellas. How do we feel about the American League Central?
Um, I feel like it's the division I know the least about. Yeah, at the same time, um, like you said, the Twins. I remember thinking they had like a little bit of a spicy run towards the end of last season, and in the postseason, they looked fun as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah,
Um, I think it's really just going to come down to Correa's health. I hope he stays healthy,
yup.
and I think he will. Um, and yeah, I think I like him the best. Tigers, I honestly don't know anything about. They kind of have felt like a fake team to me for years.
Whoa, whoa,
Uh,
whoa. Hold on,
um,
bro. Listen, I can't let that slide. You're talking shit on the team my boy Javi Baez plays on. You can't be doing this. He's gonna come
listen,
back this year. He's gonna be him. He's a dark horse MVP candidate. Why are you
listen. As a
laughing?
Puerto Rican, my dad won't ever let me forget all the Puerto Rican players that the Detroit Tigers have had over the years. So that's
Yeah.
the only context I know the team in, but I don't see anything happening for them. And Guardians, kind of same deal. I am more sympathetic to them just because I like the rebuild, the not the rebuild, the rebrand a little bit, even if it is kind of boring. Um, and I like some of their players, but yeah, only real team that draws any interest here for me is the Twins. Royals, maybe like you said, they spent a little bit, but like we talked earlier, them getting rid of that stadium, tragic,
Yeah.
tragic
No,
stuff.
definitely a loss of aura there. I will say though, when it
Uh,
comes to the Royals, I really think we got to be keeping a big old eye on Bobby Witt Jr. I know controversial. We should keep an eye on their star player, but I don't know. He's been kind of like not as hyped up as a lot of these other big prospects who've been coming up. I feel like, but I
Yeah,
think he could definitely have a big year. I think he could really push into like superstardom and get them a playoff berth.
oh yeah, he's playing for his right to be a low number New York Yankee, which like that's every boy's dream. I can't wait. I can't wait to see him perform well in Yankee Stadium, go about like 4 for 5 and lose because they're the Royals. And then he demands a trade, and the rest is history. Put
uh,
another plaque in Monument Park.
I don't know. I don't know about all that, but that shortstop position is locked up by Volpe, isn't it?
When was I can't believe the Yankees would take an all-star shortstop and make him play third base. The humanity. Imagine if we made that shortstop who was the better shortstop move to third too. Crazy.
Yeah, but what if that better shortstop
Um,
wasn't actually better and was actually like a bum? Like,
don't disrespect him. He's the goat. He is the goat.
I hate
He's
him, dude.
A-Rod. Like he's unimpeachable. No scandals, no PEDs, no gambling. He's the perfect player.
Get the fuck out of here.
Also, both of you are sleeping on fucking Cleveland. Cleveland is the sickest team in Major League Baseball right now.
No.
They're
sell,
crazy.
sell us on
They
them.
have they have everything you can want from a baseball team.
Like what? Bad
Who
players.
they have Okay, so first of all, how do you feel about brotherhood and loving brothers? You
I'm
know?
into it. I'm into
Like,
it.
because two of their players are Josh Naylor, star player for them, and Bo Naylor, their catcher, who is his little brother.
Uh-huh.
There's also a third Naylor, but he is in Oakland, so he doesn't count. Um,
Okay.
you have one of the hallmarks of a really good baseball team, which is really, really good pitching. They're a pitching factory. They go
That's fair.
crazy. They create a new pitcher every year.
Yep.
And on top of that, uh, their closing pitcher is a certified fucking nut job. He is a freak. So you know that guy's good at baseball because he is absolutely out of his fucking mind insane.
Who
Yeah,
is
but
he again?
Clace, right?
James Karinchak,
Oh, I apologize.
he has horrible takes. He has absolutely horrible takes. Never look up what he tweets. Um, but he throws 99 miles an hour and is so angry every single time he's on the mound. Stephen Kwan, incredible
I do like him a lot.
hitter,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
really, really cool. Jose Ramirez is
Yep.
still good despite being 35 years old.
Yep.
It's insane how good he is every single year.
He's sick. I love him.
And also, I don't know, they just feel like they fill up like every single time that I watch them play, they have like 8, 10 hits.
Mm,
Like they just really fill it up. They give themselves so many opportunities to score.
gotcha.
You know what? That was a great pitch, and you've sold me. I'm putting them as my division winner.
You're fucking
Thank
crazy.
you.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to sit here and rain on your boys' fucking Guardians butt fucking, but I'm sorry. Eddie Rosario's not doing it for me. Jose Ramirez is doing it for me. Clay's is doing it for me. The fucking
Didn't even talk about him. Yeah, that guy also throws 103 miles an hour.
he's cool,
That's
but
also true. He's also on the fucking team.
I'm sorry, but I can't see anything for them. I feel like last year they should have easily won the AL Central, but they fucking choked it. I mean, Byron Buxton didn't even play like what half the fucking season. Like,
But that's every Byron Buxton season. That's every season Byron Buxton's ever played. He's only played half the season.
nah, dude.
He's like
I'm
the
just
most underrated
stay
player
tuned.
of all time.
Stay
I
fucking
love
tuned.
him. I love Byron Buxton. I think he's awesome, but he's never healthy. He's like Stan.
Just stay tuned. Yeah, I'm very excited for him. But yeah, I can't see the Guardians really being much. I think they'll probably end up being like third in the division if I'm being real. I really like a team more like the Royals or the Twins really that has I don't know. There's something about the Guardians where like they're not really in a state at all. They're just kind of they exist. Whereas I feel like the Royals, you can tell that they're at the start of something that's building, and the Twins are at a place with really good guys, top fucking talent. I can't see any like I really couldn't tell you what this fucking Guardians team is about. The Tigers, I
I
could tell you
actually
what I could tell you what every other team in this division is about. I cannot tell you the Guardians what they're about. And I don't necessarily just blame them. That's just kind of how Cleveland sports is in general. But yeah, I can't see anything for them.
Well, maybe this is the season that they find their identity.
Maybe this is the
that
fucking season that
characteristic that they are like raise moding all the time. They
yeah.
love like being able to make the playoffs and then be like, what if we got spicy? Instead of being like, we're gonna make the playoffs, let's go get like good players at the deadline. They'll never do that.
Yeah. Yeah, no. If they got aggressive, I could see them being good, but they've just been stagnant, and they're
Yeah.
probably gonna sell off their guys. Like I can't see anything good for them. But
That's
yeah,
fair.
yeah, keep an eye on the Tigers though. But yeah, I'll take for the division. Oh, I forgot to say. I think. Oh wait, no, I can't say it anymore. Fuck. I want to say real quick. R.I.P. To the old AL Central the last 2 years where they had uh the most. They were the division with the most my boys. Um, the iconic Sal AL Central shortstop three is no more. Correa is still there, Javi's still there, but my beautiful boy, my number one boy, who's not a Philly, Tim Anderson, has flown away. It upsets me, but it's for the best. But yeah, fellas, AL Central winner. Who do you boys got?
To Cleve.
Cleve.
You know what? Parm did give me a good pitch on the cleave, but I'll go crazy here. I'll say the Royals somehow.
I love that.
I'll sneak
That's
it in. I forgot
um
that they added Seth Lugo and Michael Waka and Hunter Renfro.
yeah,
Forgot
no,
about that.
it's they had a
So,
great offseason. You can't deny it. I
All these
have to, for reasons that'll become apparent later, I have to stick with my boys, the Minnesota Twins. They got arguably the most drip.
yep,
They have the coolest players. I'm very excited for them. Let's move on to maybe one of the most fucking boring divisions that you could talk about, the AL Central or AL West. Uh, so we can all agree that the Rangers are just gonna win it, right?
I think so. I see no reason why not.
uh
And Wyatt Langford is looking sexy for them. So it's like you have all these young studs. You're coming off the World Series, and then you just get
Yep.
another one to add to the pile. The
Yep.
vibes are perfect, and they also just like I think people forget just how stinky they were to finish the year
Yeah.
before they
Yep.
went into the postseason, and nobody thought they were gonna win.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean,
it
maybe some people did,
it
but
really
like
looked like the Mariners were gonna fucking take their
take them out.
spot. Yeah. Really switched
I
up
think
last
they're gonna
second.
be even better this year. I don't
Yeah.
know if that means World Series repeat appearance type thing, but I think regular season wise, definitely better than last year.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I really like him. I think hopefully DeGrom stays healthy. So you get a full year of him, you get a full year of Scherzer. Um, yeah, I really can't see how. Like I'm sorry, but the Astros, I think their time is done. Um, you gave fucking what's his fucking name? The little guy. What is it? Altuve.
Altuve.
You
Yeah,
gave him
yeah,
that huge
big.
fucking contract when he's 100 years old. He's due for a fall off. I really. They have no fucking pitching staff either. I really just they're gonna bullshit their way into the playoffs, but I really have to believe that this is just the end of the road for them.
I
I
if
don't
I'm
know.
ready to like
I
count them out
hate.
like that because again, lest we forget, they did push the Rangers to the 7 game series in
It's true.
Game 7, and they
Yep.
looked really fucking good that whole series, especially Altuve. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready to call it on them. I'd still be a little scared of them, but I still think it's the Rangers
Yeah.
over them. But I think they're still going to be very competitive.
Yeah.
You harbor a bigger distaste for Jose Altuve than me. I hate him so much. I hate when
Yep.
he's on my television screen.
Yep.
It makes me not want to watch baseball anymore.
Yep.
That's how much I hate him. Uh, he is the LeBron James of 5'5" and below guys. He
Ooh,
is the
shit.
greatest under 5'5" guy of all time,
Yeah,
maybe since Napoleon.
yeah.
Um, he,
I love
he
his
the
swing
thing
and
is,
stance where it looks like the bat's like too heavy for him, and yet he somehow
oh, it's
maneuvers it
awesome.
into a home run. It's fucking crazy.
His bat. The thing about he uses a size like 34 bat, which is crazy because like there are much bigger guys who have like a 32 or a 31. Like he uses like such a big boy bat. It's like absurd.
Yeah, it's like a
Um,
club.
but
Yeah.
he he's been the oldest player at his position for the last 2 years. Like almost nobody has ever played second base in Major League Baseball over like the age of 32, and he's going into his 35, 36 season.
Yeah.
Like absolutely fucking insane. Like I hate him so much, but like I have to kind of hand it to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
He's kind of earned his David Ortiz, Manny Ramirez role in my life.
Oh
I don't
God.
have to like it. I don't have to like it. David
You
Ortiz did steroids, you know.
you need to
Um,
know that you don't have
Jose
to hand it to
Altuve loves
ISIS.
trash cans.
They did also add Josh Hader as a
That's
relief
Yeah, but
true.
pitcher.
he's like, isn't he like washed though? Like, what did he do last year? Nothing.
Well, he's not that he's well, I guess so, but he is also pussy with the way he was talking about the Padres and not even wanting to try when they were having that crazy run to end the season. So yeah, definitely a lot of questions about his character, which of course had never come up before with him. Um, but yeah, I think I can't ever say they're done until they're like truly cooked product, and that sucks.
Yeah. I don't know. I really have to feel like fucking this is Thanos getting snapped, baby. I apologize to all the movies and TV chat members for that reference. I know that's gonna trigger many of you. Uh
I'm
but yeah.
triggered.
But yeah, no, I can't see it. I do want to talk about the Oakland Athletics because I think Karg said it before. I agree. I feel like they have a chance that they're going to make a wave for no fucking reason.
Yeah,
I I can't explain it. I just feel like they're gonna do something. They're gonna be at the very least in the running for a wild card. Maybe not like there.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I think they could. I really think they could. I don't.
I was more talking about like they're gonna have like some random like 2 weeks in the middle of July or something where they go on some win streak and then that's it.
Could be a 20-game win
If they win
streak.
75 games, I would be ecstatic for them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would be jumping.
This is the last season in the Coliseum, right?
Yeah, that is true. So maybe
I
they're trying to do
just
a little
yeah,
show out.
little magic, you
Maybe,
know.
maybe not.
All I'm saying, do you think we get a Brad Pitt first pitch at some point?
No,
Do we get Jonah
never.
Hill?
No,
Do we get
No,
I don't think so.
how?
I don't think you get a single Moneyball guy
Hold on.
except for like the real Billy Bean, because Billy Bean will throw out a ceremonial first pitch for free.
Maybe you get Spike Jones
That's what I was
making another
thinking,
cameo.
dude. Spike Jones. I'm thinking Spike Jones. I'm thinking the little girl. She's not doing shit, is he?
I don't think so. Maybe she'll
Maybe
do a seventh inning stretch performance of I'm just a little bit caught in the middle.
I hate that fucking song, dude. I get
No,
so
I
upset
love
every.
it. I love it. I cry every time. Come on.
I hate it. It's so bad. I hate it. Listen, that kid needs to listen to some Sal covers. To hear some real fucking singing, dude. That shit is
All
so
right.
bad. I can't. I really cannot stand. Every time I hear it, when I'm about to drift off to dreamland, I get very annoyed. Um,
Yeah, I feel the
Yeah,
same way about the A's. Yeah, go ahead.
no, him. I was saying that absolutely must be a factor in liking or disliking that song, that you watch it every day.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Got it. It's great on you. Or if you're a daily money baller, I'm sure that
Yeah,
that's gonna grind your gears eventually.
yeah.
can I say something though? Can I say a little something? I hate to disappoint all the loyal Sal fans in chat, but we have moved off Moneyball as of late. Um, for the last 3, 4 nights, it has been Top Gun Maverick.
You
Um,
you can fall asleep to that with all the jet engine noises?
I just turned down the volume,
All right, that's fair.
but yeah, it's I can fall asleep to any movie. Really, like any movie except for like a horror movie, I could probably fall asleep to. Like, yeah, but yeah, Top Gun Maverick has been the film for the last few
Sleepy
nights.
movie though.
What was that?
Why don't you pick an intentionally like kind of sleepy movie though?
Because I don't like watching
Watch
sleepy
like
movies. I'm trying to watch Kano before I fall
here's
asleep,
the
dude.
thing. Here's my question for you.
Uh
Seen Glengarry Glen Ross?
huh. I have not. I have
You know
not.
the Alec Baldwin coffees for closers scene? Like that's way in the beginning of that
Yeah,
movie.
first 10
Five
minutes
five
and then you're off to
seconds for
dreamland.
dialogue in
No,
the car. Yeah, you're sleeping. You just get the
no.
good. You get the best part of that movie, then then you're going to sleep.
I don't know what the connection. I think I like dude rock movies when I go to sleep. Like my big three have been um obviously Maverick, obviously Moneyball, and the other one is Wolf of Wall Street. Those are my big three when it's time to go to sleep. So I don't know. Something about those movies is just like it's time to go to
It
sleep.
it could just be that since you've watched them so much or like they're so ingrained in your brain gets to like a certain point where like, oh, I know what's coming next. I can just go into shut off mode and just like automate.
It's not even really that, I'd say, because I don't rewatch movies a lot. I saw Moneyball the first time. I watched it once, and then afterwards is when I started watching it to fall asleep. So I've it's not like
That's
I was
crazy.
rewatching. I just watched it once. I was like, we're gonna turn this on because it's on HBO, and I don't feel like listening to Scott Van Pelt again. So it's time to watch this movie. And then I just did it for a few days, and then a few more days, and a few more days. I don't know what it is. It's just there's a certain type of movie that I can fall asleep to. Like Punch Drunk Love, one of my favorite movies. I couldn't fall asleep to it. But like I could fall asleep to Mission Impossible. I could fall asleep to like if I really wanted to, I could fall asleep to Everybody Wants Some. There's
Yeah,
certain movies. There's a vibe.
yeah. Well, to bring it all back, I hope to not fall asleep on the A's this season. You know, they
Hey,
were my first team. They were my first love with baseball. I really hope they finish in Oakland strong because what's happened these last couple of years is just
Yeah.
It just makes me mad every single time I think about it. I don't get any less mad, and it's just a disaster. Like when I went to Oakland most recently for the holidays, I checked Goodwills nearby. Every single place filled with A's gear that people were just getting rid of,
That's
and
such a
so many
shame.
of the 20 win streak shirts from the time that it happened just in the Goodwill. It was just depressing.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart. So I hope that they have a surprise decent year to finish it out. But I wouldn't blame them if they don't. And that's kind of the same way that I feel about the Angels. Like I think they're not going to be good at all,
Yep.
but I think they won't be nearly as bad as people are expecting. I think Ron Washington is a great vibes guy.
Yeah.
I think he can. I don't think he has enough power to make them a competent team, but I maybe can see them doing decently well and being like a fun team to watch, where they haven't been for a good while, even with Shohei
Yeah.
on the team. So that's kind of where I
Uh
stand with them.
yeah, the Angels are, I really don't know where to fall on them. I I I want to say that they're going to be complete dog shit, but I don't know, something's stopping me from saying that.
Yeah,
I think it's more likely that they are going to be complete dog shit, but I don't know. There's like a glimmer of like, I think there's a real chance that we see a Ewing effect. And I'm very interested to see how that plays out.
sure.
Um, but yeah, I don't even think it's worth talking about them that much because they're not an interesting team. There's nothing
Yeah,
really going on with
They
them.
need to trade Michael.
What was that?
They need to trade Michael Smith. Andrew
Yeah.
Painter was born to be a Los
All right.
Angeles Angel.
Stop.
Like
Stop.
this
Stop.
man was born to be a fucking Angel.
No.
Mike Trout needs to go
No.
the fuck home.
No.
They need to go get their prospects, done with the
No.
whole thing.
No.
The
No.
uniforms, no Michael Trout.
No.
We're done. We're
No.
done with the
so do
uniforms.
we think he's just gonna like rot there for the rest of his
I
career, or
think
is he gonna ever
he'll
request a
get
trade?
traded.
Like,
He'll get pussy and trade get it. Or you know what? I think it's, you're gonna find
I
out
don't
after
think
this
so.
season. He's not gonna request a trade this season, but after the season, you're gonna find out what Mike Trout is. Because if he doesn't request a trade after this absolutely terrible season they're about to be put on, then it's clear that he's a no talent hack who doesn't care about winning. He only cares about not getting any responsibilities or having to actually play real good baseball. I think you're about to find out what Mike Trout is after this season.
He's a
Um,
Cancun merchant,
yup,
afraid of the grind,
absolutely.
loves vacation,
Yup, yup.
loves golf.
But now, boys, I think we've done with the Angels. Uh, I think we're ready to hit arguably the most interesting team in the AL West, the fucking Seattle Mariners. Fellas, what the fuck is this team gonna be?
honestly, I have no clue. I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's an 81 and 82 base or 81 and 81 baseball team.
I
Just perfectly mid.
They very well could be, but
They're
I see them making waves, dude. I kind of see it. I really like J.P. Crawford, really like Julio. I'm very very excited to see what the fuck they're gonna do. I think that they can. This might be the year that they finally fucking get serious. I'm so excited.
there's a problem with them. They I I was alive. I was alive for this. They won 120 games and then fucking lost. Like you you might as well move to Portland after that. Like I don't know really what the last 20 years are for. Like it's just that's devastating.
No, that's
They
that's
do have
very fair.
they have a lot of interesting players though. Like I like Luis Castillo a lot.
Yep.
I think he's very good. I kind of am like I- I'm like a little I'm a little mid on like their bullpen. I think it's like kind of whatever. They do. Oh, they did. They did add Ren Stanek though, which I didn't see.
Oh yeah, yes. Ryan Stanek. Is his
Never
name really
mind. Let
Ren?
me actually change my opinion. He's very scary.
Yeah,
He's very good.
yeah.
Maybe
No,
they could be actually pretty good. I didn't know they added him.
they also did trade. They trade. Did they trade? Was it Robbie Ray that they traded this year? Who was the guy they traded this year to the Giants? It was Robbie Ray, I believe.
Yeah.
They made a bunch of weird fucking moves, like trading Kalenic, why trading
He's bad.
Ray.
He's a
Nah,
bad baseball
yeah,
player.
but like the Mariners are full of those. He's better than like some of them guys, I
I
gotta
know, but
imagine.
like this, when you have the opportunity to get premium Braves prospects for
Hmm,
bad players, you just take that.
that's fair enough.
Like
Um,
the Braves have more than enough to go around. Like they can throw, they can like eat a Pablo Sandoval contract. Like no biggie.
yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, I really, it annoys me that they didn't go harder this offseason. I would have loved for them to be a Reese Hoskins team. Um, bring Carlos Santana back, dude. Fuck do y'all got to do? Mitch Garver came home, right?
Yep.
That's nice for them. Yeah, no, I like them. I think the drip is real. I don't know. I like the vibes. I saw them from across the room, and I like the vibe. I'm trying to run out the time so that Baller can get in here for this fucking
Don't
NL West talk.
don't they also have like an issue with like their owner or some shit?
Yeah,
Like
their
that seems to be like a vibes issue with them.
yeah, their owner's a piece of shit. I'm pretty sure he's like being a fucking broke boy.
Yeah. I don't know. They were my dark horse Shohei candidate during the offseason,
Yeah,
and once that didn't pan out, I'm just kind of like, well, maybe they can be a little fun, but I have no expectations for them.
here's how
All right.
Shohei can still be a Colorado Rocky.
So are we all in agreement that Rangers are winning that, or
Yeah,
any spicy take?
Yeah.
nah, I'm with you. I want to
No.
say, oh, hold on. I want to add one more thing about the Rays or the Rangers. I was a Rangers dick rider for a long time, so I just want to say it was very nice to see them win the World Series.
Oh, I
Um,
loved it.
I've for some reason for the last like 3 years since I got into baseball, they've been one of my fucking secondaries. Love them dudes, dude. I gotta say, Marcus Simeon might be like he might be one of the greatest baseball players of all time. He might be my fucking goat. He's so
He's
cool,
just
dude.
so. Not only is he like a great player, he's just so cool looking at the
Yes,
same time, like in the stance, like he has like the super intense face. Corey Seager showing emotion during the playoffs and having that
man.
fucking home run where he's just like screaming before he even like left the park. It's just so much fun.
Corey
And all their
Seager's
studs too.
yeah. Seager's obviously a very good player, but he does nothing for me. Like when I think about the Rangers, I'm like, I want to see Marcus Simeon. I want to see Adolis Garcia. I
Yeah.
want to see fucking is Aroldis Chapman still there? No, he's a Bucking. He's a
No,
Buck
I,
now.
Rolly's on the Pirates.
Oh wait, no, he was
But
wait,
you do
where do
have
you
the
end up?
Never
miracle of
mind.
modern science himself, Nasty Nate,
um,
the only
Degrom.
man that come back from like 17 constructive arm surgeries. Actually, now two. Now you have Degrom too.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Well,
I love the Rangers.
if we want to wait for Baller, we can just start with the NL Central, and then go East West.
You know what? Hold on. We can do it. We can do like a halftime routine here. Parm,
All right.
I can't fucking wait anymore, dude. Well, the secret movie wasn't the Yes one, right? It wasn't the
No,
Anna
it's not the
Darmus one,
Yes
right?
movie.
Okay. Parm, are you fucking ready to reveal this secret movie that you've been hyping up?
I certainly am. I
Okay.
certainly am.
I'm excited.
From the same director brought you George Clooney's One Fine Day and Robert Downey Jr.'s Soap Dish comes Michael Keaton in the 2005 American comedy drama Game 6.
What?
Holy shit! What the fuck is this movie?
Uh,
This
the soundtrack is written and performed by Yo Tango.
Oh
It
wait, I have
stars Michael Keaton, Robert Downey Jr. and Catherine O'Hara.
I
holy
have just seen this
shit!
before because of that soundtrack angle, and I had like two random people on Letterboxd added to their watch list. I was like, what the fuck is this?
This is a discovery. You've
Because
really
it's
found
about
something.
the '86 Mets World Series, right? And some guy that like
Yep.
can't make it there or some shit, or he's trying to make it there.
Holy shit! Catherine O'Hara? What the fuck?
Mhm.
No fucking shit! This is so sick.
Cast is stacked for only like 2K views on
Yeah.
Letterboxd. That's crazy.
Fucking bro, we got fucking BB Newworth in this bitch. Holy shit! Wow, this is a fucking fine parm. Holy
And
shit!
Sal, this might be of interest to you. Same guy, the DP, same guy who shot Shaun of the Dead, and not much else.
Yeah, I mean, Shaun of the Dead. I'm not getting hype on Shaun of the Dead's DP. Respect to that man, but um, now listen, you want to drop me the Scott Pil? I guess Scott Pilgrim's the only good like Edgar Wright looking movie. I don't think any of his
Yeah.
others are. You know what?
Wait. Um, Parm, are
What?
you familiar with Don DeLillo, the novelist from the
Uh,
80s?
yeah, he's the guy that wrote the screenplay.
Yeah, that's great. It's the only screenplay he's written. He's the same guy that wrote White Noise, that just got adapted by Noah Baumbach
Yeah.
last year. What the hell is this movie? All right, great find.
Wow. Yeah. Everyone, add this to your letterboxed watch list. What movie was I
Game
about to
Game
watch?
It's
6 from 2005.
That's incredible. Wow. Parm, you've done something masterful here.
listen. I consider myself like a real scholar of the baseball film as a genre,
Yeah.
and I had no idea this movie existed until like last week.
Yeah.
What's your top 3 baseball movies?
Whoa. Holy shit.
Meme pick that, like I want to make, but then you have to balance them off with like actually good movies, which is tough.
No, I don't care about quality. I'm just saying from your heart, if you could only watch 3 baseball movies for the rest of your life, which ones are you watching?
Um, I got a weird one for the love of the game. That's my Costner go to
Okay.
over Field
Really.
of Dreams. I think the love of the game is fire. That's a
No Bull
heat of a
Durham.
fucking
No, yeah, I was about to say.
not Bull Durham either. For the love of the
Wow.
game with John C. Riley playing the catcher.
Whoa, that's kind of sick.
Um, Second one is The Pride of the Yankees, the Gary Cooper movie about Lou Gehrig.
Damn, that's a old cut. I like
Times
that.
fantastic, like really really good movie. Um, then the last one is possibly possibly Mr. 3000. It might also be Moneyball.
Mm.
Damn,
Um,
I really gotta check out Mr. 3000. I'm moving it up my watch list.
Yeah, you're
it's
you're
just
talking too
so
much about
fucking
that.
stupid. It's such a dumb movie.
Really.
Yeah, because like it's a really it's like Bernie Mac cooking
Yeah.
about like steroid era baseball players.
Mm. I like that.
So he just gets to be like the biggest asshole of all time.
I like the
Like,
cut of that jib, brother.
and that's just a fun premise always. I mean, Moneyball's Moneyball,
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
Obviously. Big card. Your
Yeah.
Mr. Movies and TV, they're saying. You gonna drop your 3, brother?
I feel like I can't just because I haven't seen enough. I'm just missing too many of the classics
Yeah.
to give an actual take. Like I'm just gonna be boring and like say Moneyball, even Bull Durham, which like I watched. I need to rewatch because when I watched it, I was not like as baseball pilled as I am now,
Yeah.
and I kind of hated it. But I think I'd absolutely love it now. But it's probably Moneyball. Everybody wants some, and
Everybody Wants
I
was a really good one.
I guess Bull Durham by default.
Mm.
I kind of like the Hulu TV version of A League of Their Own. That was kind of all right.
Yeah.
42, the Jackie Robinson movie was like,
Yep.
oh wait, I'm forgetting. Bad News Bears. That's my third.
Big
That
Linklater
movie's
guy.
that movie's
Oh,
no. The original one. The original one from the
Oh.
70s.
Sal,
Oh. Yeah.
what is the bad CGI movie with the kid and the bat?
Everybody's hero.
Oh
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I don't know. I kind of feel bad that I knew that. It kind of upsets
I
me
saw
that
that
I.
in theaters for my birthday.
But I think Babe Ruth was in that one, wasn't it?
And everyone's hero?
Yeah, everyone's hero, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Are we still
Let's.
Bad
recording?
CGI.
Yeah, well, I'm never stopping recording. This is all unedited, by the way. This is not getting edited. I'm not editing this shit.
Okay, let's get into the NL Central. I'm not waiting for Baller. I
Wait.
gotta get to bed.
All right, sorry. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. The movie was directed by Christopher Reeve. Everyone's Hero, directed by
What?
Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve and two other fuckers. But like the Christopher Reeve. And it
What?
came out 2 years after he fucking died. What the fuck? Oh shit, Baller.
About time.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, you fucking.
Yeah,
Where the
Rob Reiner is in this fucking movie. That's so true.
Rob Reiner's so cool, dude.
Rob
He'll do
Reiner.
everything.
All right,
Yeah,
Baller,
Whoopi
you're
Goldberg
just
and
in
Rob
time.
Reiner.
We took a little halftime to discuss baseball movies in between our AL and NL discussion. Any outstanding AL takes off the top of your head before we move into NL?
Have we done like MVP and that sort of shit?
No, not yet. We're
No,
saving that for the
no.
end.
Okay. Let me just give me 1 second to pull up ESPN.com/MLB.
Oh my God.
Bro, this fucking guy.
You
All
got a
right.
box
And
score
he takes
watcher.
and he takes this is the year the Astros fall off.
Okay,
Bam!
that's what Sal was saying.
Spit! Boom!
I think that contradicts some of my predictions, but fuck it.
That's fine.
The A's won't be last place.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. We hit that.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Good
All right.
stuff. All right. So do you boys want to move in? You want to move into the big stuff now? The NL.
Yeah, the actual
Yeah.
correct league. Yeah.
All right. Card. Do you how much time do you have, Big Card?
By the way.
Maybe like 15, 20 minutes.
All right. So we'll do the National League West, and then if you got to piece out from there, you got to piece out from there.
All right.
All right.
This this division, holy shit! They just had a fucking Cold War style arms race this offseason.
Yep.
And my spicy hot take right off the bat, which I don't know if it is that spicy. I think the Giants by far had the best offseason out of anybody in this league, and we're talking about an offseason where Shohei Ohtani was fucking signed.
Stop.
But I just feel like they sneaky got a shit ton of great players for great value, and they might not be the team this year, but I feel like they're going to be like the team of 2025
Dude,
because I'm way more scared of them than I am of the Dodgers when it comes to when it matters. The Dodgers, you just had them spend the biggest pitching contract I think ever, right? On a guy who hasn't thrown a single pitch in the MLB, and he got fucking destroyed by the Padres in what looked like a pretty. Honestly, I'd be terrified if I was a Dodger fan seeing that shit. And like, yeah, obviously they're probably the team that's just going to be the team for a good amount of time, but I'm still not in the it's over camp yet. I'm in the it's over camp because both the Dodgers, Giants, and Diamondbacks have all improved, and now I have to face them still. And yeah, the Padres got a little bit better in some avenues, but it's just like it never feels like it's enough.
I
Baller,
Well,
any
here's the thing. Yeah, so here's the thing. In the NL West, the Dodgers are a team specifically built to win 110 games.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to do. I mean, they're an easy bet to like win 100 games and probably win the division. Them and the Braves are kind of built the same way. They're just
Yeah, and I
regular
feel the
season
same way
teams.
about both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to do their thing in the regular season. They're most likely going to win the division. I mean, yeah, they added the MVP, arguably greatest player ever. Now, obviously, big deal what happens with Shohei if there's any sort of punishment there. But if he plays and swings the bat, they're probably going to win the division, the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So that makes everybody else in a race for second place in the division and one of the two wild cards or both. The Diamondbacks obviously made the World Series last year, but I don't think they're going to be able to do that again. I don't think they stack up well against the other teams. I think a lot of things fell right for them last year. They were really up and down during the regular season. Like
Yeah, they're
went
an
on a big hot
84
streak.
baseball.
What's that?
They're like a barely I said it while they were in the playoffs. They're the problem with the wild card. Why the fuck are you playing 162 games if you can win 82 and make the playoffs? What's the point of that? Yeah, fun story for the Diamondbacks, but that's a wrap. Like, go ahead and start.
No.
Like, it wouldn't even shock me.
Yeah.
Like,
no
a
get
literal year after being in the World Series, they start selling off guys at the deadline.
get
I mean,
something
like
good.
even in the playoffs, like against the Phillies, like they had some scrubs going off. Like
Yeah.
they just kind of just had a run. Like, and that's the thing with baseball is like get in the playoffs, get hot.
I'm
But
gonna
I don't see as much out of the Diamondbacks this year. Although they did just get Montgomery, which
yeah,
boosts
I'm
their
gonna
rotation.
disagree. I feel
Which
like their rotation's like pretty nasty. Obviously I don't think they're gonna have the run that they did this past season. But I don't see them faltering as much as they did last season. Because at the same time, yeah, they went on that run, but they were kind of like similar to Rangers, where they kind of had an up and down year, kind of like stinky to end the season, and it was kind of like, oh, I guess they're just kind of like sneaking into the playoffs, but nobody really cares. I mean, they were like beat the Padres by like 2 games to get in, and both teams were, as we know, kind of like shoddy. I think they might be a little better than last season. That run level, I don't think so, but I'm not discounting them either. I feel like they're only going to get better as the years go on. And Corbin Carroll, whew, I'm horny. I can't lie.
Yeah.
But my other thing with the Dodgers too, based off the 2 regular season games that we have so far this season, I think moving those outfielders in, Mookie to shortstop and Muncy to third, it looked pretty rough. I think it's going to take them a lot more time to adjust to that than people realize. Again, they're still probably going to win the division and have a great regular season, but I think they're going to be a very like feast or famine. Offense going to be amazing every night, but the defense is going to be what kills them and what could sneaky fuck them over in the playoffs.
Yep.
So that's what I mean by I'm not as terrified of them. I don't see them as a straight trip to the World Series like a lot of people do. Probably the NLCS, but yeah, that's what I mean by the Giants scare me more long term. I feel like they're a better built team all around when it
Fair
comes to
enough.
like a playoff matchup.
well, I like what you said about the Giants being not this year but next year.
Yeah,
I think that makes a lot of sense. Now, I mean, this division is going to be a dogfight between the top 4. So it's really going to be how they stack up against each other between the Diamondbacks, Padres, and Giants in
Top
second place.
four. Come on.
Oh, you
And
are
so-
you a Rockies guy?
No,
Listen, can we?
Sal?
no.
can
I mean,
we-
I think
No, I just want to
I
sit
think-
here and
I
say
think
right
the
now,
Dodgers.
the fact that you're saying top four is the biggest fucking cope I've ever seen in my life. This
Oh
is
my
like
God.
that fucking meme with the 3 dragon heads and the one's fucking goofy. Except the 3 dragon heads have actually had fucking success. And this 4th one, the Padres, are fucking ass. I'm sorry. You want me to sit here and pretend that the fucking San Diego Padres, who just traded fucking Juan Soto, one of the best fucking hitters in the game, and did absolutely nothing good to really replace him, is gonna fucking get me hyped? No. I'm sorry.
Well,
Dylan
Well,
well, look,
Cease.
let's talk about.
Dylan
Wait,
Cease.
wait,
Let's
wait,
talk about
wait.
Padres.
Dylan Cease.
Let's talk
Great
about Padres.
pitcher. Great pitcher. I don't fucking care. They don't. The Padres don't fucking scare me.
You
They're
mind?
not. They could fucking
You
sweep
mind
the Phillies
if I
this
give
year, and it
you-
means
give you a
nothing.
tidbit?
I'm sorry, Parm. Go ahead.
Mind if I give you a little bit of a tidbit?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So, the San Diego Padres last year, one of the best hitting teams in all of Major League Baseball. They
Yep.
were
Maybe.
one of the best pitching teams in all of Major League Baseball. They
Mhm.
were one of the best fielding teams in all of Major League Baseball.
Yep.
They also had one of the most atrocious run differentials
Yep.
possible because they're like a rudderless, completely without vibe organization, doing in large part to their superstar
Oh
fraud
my
fucking
God.
third baseman,
Give me a
who's a
break.
total
Yep.
hack,
Yep.
So-
and sinks the vibe of a
Yup.
team that should be in the
Yup.
top of the NL West and is
Yup.
probably going to struggle into the wild card under the Dodgers when they probably should. They definitely have a talented enough team to go extremely far. I
So
just don't know if they have the vibes to get it done.
building off everything you just said, I agree with almost everything you just said. Those are the biggest differences for me from last year. Yes, Sal, like you said, the Juan Soto trade, obviously huge loss. But in the return for that trade, they've gotten a lot of players that have kind of like built out the problem with the past year's team, where it was so top heavy with Tatis, Soto, Bogarts, and fuck, who's the third guy?
Machado.
Machado, yeah, Parm's boy. That I feel like that kind of obviously killed the vibes. And after those four, the rest of the team was kind of like, oh god. And in terms of vibe, I think the secret key element to this year is fucking Jurickson Profar. As soon as they added him back last season,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely mid to bad player, but the vibes completely turned around and they went on that run to end the season that gave them some kind of semblance of hope. I think he's the key glue guy piece, and I think getting rid of Bob Melvin remains to be seen how that'll do quality wise, but
He was terrible.
vibes wise, I think it's probably like a huge upgrade. Getting rid of him. I don't know. I'm just having a lot more fun this year because I don't have as much expectations as I did last year, which I think also weighed on the team. On paper, they were supposed to be this incredible team, and it just not working out for them. I'm sure double kills the vibes. So I think they're having a lot more. Let's just go fuck around this year. Everyone else
Yeah.
got good. We're kind of just vibing instead of a championship or bust type
Yeah.
thing.
Well, here's some other stats for you. Last year they went 9-23 in one-run games. They went 2-12 in extra inning games. So
Yep.
you could point a lot of fingers at Bob Melvin. Got his ass out of here. And now, like, literally, like, this is a feed me Steve Clifford situation. Just give me a run of the mill coach. And I think we got a good Steve Clifford in the house. They have the talent. You know, they got young guys like Jackson Merrill coming up with a lot of promise.
I'm really
They
excited
have
about him. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they have the pitching. Like you said, they got a good return in the Soto trade. You got Cease to fill in the role that Snell left. And I think things are looking up. Like I said, it's going to be a dogfight between the Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Padres, and Giants. You know, I think the Dodgers take the first and then the fight for the second, but who knows? Anything could really happen in this division.
I just don't see
Yeah.
a scenario where it's as disastrous as last season. Like
Yeah.
it might end up being around the same record, but I don't think it'll feel as horrific as it did because literally every single game, it was the most entertaining game in baseball because some bullshit, dumb shit would happen where they just find a way to blow it at the very end every single fucking time. I just don't see that happening 2 years in a row. Them being one of the unluckiest teams or most unclutch, but again, you never know. So
Yeah.
I'm optimistic. I don't think they're ass, and I don't think they'll be okay to good this year. Definitely better than last year.
I can't buy into the Padres or the Giants that hard. The Giants, I will say, I think they had a good offseason. I think saying they had the best offseason is a little bit of a stretch to me.
I think
They
it's kind
have
of
the
a
NL
joke.
Cy Young Award winner.
Okay,
They
yeah,
have the
so
NL Cy Young Award winner.
And the Dodgers got the
So?
greatest player ever.
It's,
Like, what are we
it's
doing?
like the Dodgers. Listen, I'm sorry. The Dodgers, I think they'll still
ugh.
fucking flame out in the playoffs because they're like that. But I'm sorry, but you're gonna tell me that the fucking listen, fucking respect to Blake Snell, respect to the one dude they signed, the international dude.
Jung
Um,
Hooley.
yes, yes, yes. Respect to him. Respect to fucking Chapman. I can't buy into them as a World Series.
Jorge Soler too.
That's fuck.
It's
I forgot
crazy
about
that you
that.
guys have mentioned
Love Soler.
none of the best player on the team.
Who's that?
Who?
The guy who's winning the Cy Young Award this year, Jordan Hicks.
I was about to say
Stop
Who
fucking
they got for an
spoiling, dude. We haven't
absolute
gotten there yet.
fucking
God damn it. He's fucking spoiling guy.
they got for an
Golly.
absolute steal.
That's
That's going to be one of the
yeah,
best contracts in
that's
Major League
good.
history. Like that, he's incredible.
Unfortunately,
I'm so
They
mad that
they
he's not on the Yankees.
yeah, you know what? Now that we're talking about this more, I really do believe in the Giants more. But I still can't. I think they have a
I
lot of like B guys. I don't know that they have an A. I don't know that they have a. They don't have a Bryce Harper. They don't have a Aaron Judge. They don't have a Nick Castellanos. They don't have a Seager. They have a bunch of like really good like Bs, and I think a bunch of really good Bs can get you close to the wild card. But I don't think that they're getting you. I don't think that they're getting you what they want to get.
That's fair, and that's what I mean by
look,
like I feel like they're a team that's like a year away. It'll
Yeah.
just depend on how all these new guys gel together this season going into next. Is more what I mean.
My thing is,
and here's the most damning part about the Giants because they got a lot of positives, a lot of things to look up for. They just signed Bob Melvin as their coach,
Bob
and
fucking Melvin.
and like we were just talking about how that went. So
yeah, I don't
good
know.
luck.
The other thing I'll say
I
about
don't know, man. I had Gabe Kapler who was eating crickets with bone meal, and like that, they won a fucking 107 games, and their best player was Tyro Estrada. Like they just make shit up over there. I
Yeah.
have
yeah.
no idea.
That's because Kapler knows how to squeeze
And
out a game. He will
and to
micromanage
be
the shit
fair,
out of it.
unfortunately, to be fair to fucking Bob Melvin, we did have all those stories come out during the Padres last season of all the micromanaging by AJ Preller and him having like a fucking spy in the clubhouse and all this shit about how they kept butting heads. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's a lot happier in San Francisco, but I have no idea.
I don't know how you could be happier in San Francisco versus San Diego. That's a much worse city.
All right, dude. Fuck off.
Well, all right. Well,
I
You're
mean, it's the
talking
truth.
about
It's
you're talking about fucking Trashville, USA. And San Francisco is not even a city I fuck with. But fucking San Diego it's like the New Jersey of the West Coast. It stinks. Everybody wants to fucking leave
Yeah,
there.
nobody
There's a
into this.
reason that you only have one fucking team because nobody fucks with San Diego. It's like, hey, you couldn't get a fucking plane ticket to LA or fucking San Francisco? Oh, guess what? Come out to fucking San Diego. You can maybe find something to do. Maybe you can get a cheap bus ticket to a city that you actually want to fucking be in. If you're in New Jersey, you're trying to go to Philadelphia, you're trying to go to Baltimore, or you're trying to go to New York. If you're in San Diego, you're trying to go to fucking LA, you're trying to go to fucking San Francisco, or you're trying to go to one of those fucking big fucking hippie cities. San Diego's not fucking built like that. And just like their team, they're fucking mid.
It's actually really funny how much information you got dead wrong about San Diego in that
Okay.
spiel. But like, I'm just gonna
You
let
can
you go.
cope.
It was
You can
like
cope.
the exact opposite of the facts. But good for you.
You can
San
cope,
Diego is
dude.
just like a city you live in, but there's not much to visit and like plan a vacation, I guess, around. Sure, San Francisco and LA, they have all the history and the locations and
And
monuments and shit that
interest
you want
and
to visit.
interesting
Uh,
people and cool things to
eh,
do and
LA and San
Wait,
Francisco
you mean
are
to tell me
interesting
that
people. I don't
pity.
know about that anymore.
What was that?
Looking at you can look at like I don't know 107 types of battleship in
Yep,
Diego. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I
that's
don't
right.
fuck with
Perfect
battleships,
weather year
dude.
round.
And then when you get tired of that, you can look at submarines, maybe an aircraft carrier.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a lot of naval vessels for you
Ooh.
to get you know as far as the eye can see. So much boating.
Ah, had to really
It's
fucking
cool.
wake
You
up
guys can
again.
stay out. I mean, this place is getting expensive enough, so you guys can stay out. That's cool.
Yeah, dude. Average fucking Gavin Newsom fan telling people who don't agree with him to stay
I
out.
love boats.
All I know is
I
New
love
Jersey
the
doesn't have the Cali burrito, so
No,
that's all we get. We got
you know
that.
what?
Fun
I
fact.
do want to say I was wrong to compare San Diego to New Jersey. That was too far of me. New Jersey absolutely clears, dude.
Oh
They're
my
so much
god,
better. I have a
you're
soft spot for
crazy.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
I just also love hating on it. I just want to say real quick.
Let the
Let me riff for a
wait
second.
real quick. Let the record show that Sal's never been west of Allentown.
Uh,
Is that true?
listen, who's to say?
Oh god.
Uh, hmm. But yeah, no, it's mid.
Speaking of mid, NL Central, anybody?
Yeah, you're so wrong, dude. The NL Central is going to
I
be
don't even
one of the
want to
most
talk
heater
about the NL
divisions.
Central.
Anyway, wait, before we move
This
on,
will be-
final predictions for division winner NL West.
If you say
Dodgers.
any team but the Dodgers, and you're just lying to yourself.
Can you say any team but the Dodgers with the caveat that Shohei gets some kind of betting punishment?
I truly don't even think Shohei getting fucking banned from the league for life would change anything. I still think
Yeah, I
you
mean,
got
Yeah.
Teoscar Hernandez, you got all these fucking guys.
Yeah.
They're good. I'm sorry.
so I got
Like
Mookie.
even the game that the Padres beat them in Seoul, they had to score fucking 15 runs
Yeah.
to beat them to their 13 runs. It was fucking nuts.
Congratulations, you beat a guy who's never pitched in the MLB before.
Yeah.
You beat him on his first start, dude. You're so cool.
Yeah.
But
It's
Thing
yeah,
is,
over.
they're paying him so much money to be like an ace pitcher for them,
yeah.
and like if he flames out, that's bad. But then you have to consider that their fucking AAA affiliate in Oklahoma City has like 3 pitchers who, if you put them on any of the NL Central teams, would be a real difference maker in our discussions for which of these fucking abysmal ass franchises
Yep.
is going to limp into the first place in that division.
Yep.
Because like they're all like every single one of them is seemingly problematic in some way or another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can stick around if we go into the NL East, but if we go into the NL Central, I gotta take off.
You know what? I'll
Yeah,
just
swing the East.
let's just run down the NL Central real quick. All right, so
Yeah.
the Cardinals are probably going to be mid. The Cubs are probably going to be all right. The Brewers are going to fucking somehow be good. I like the Pirates, but they're probably going to be mid. And the Reds, who fucking knows? They're the Mariners of the NL. Prediction: I'm going to say the Pirates win, maybe the Reds. You boys,
I'm saying Reds.
I like that. Baller.
I'm gonna go with the Cubbies.
Interesting. Farm.
Pirates, but their vibes are so bad that
I disagree.
they might burn the whole stadium down, and win 40 games. So I'm still gonna say the Pirates, but they also might lose everything.
All right. All right. Now the real division, the NL East. Boys, I think we're in for a really fun NL East race this year. Um, I honestly think every team's gonna be all right. I don't know why I have this feeling that the Nationals are gonna be okay. The Marlins, I'm so fucking in on the Marlins. The Marlins are going to be a really good team. I don't understand this idea that they're not going to be. I think Jake Berger, he's good. Jazz Chisholm, he's my boy. Um, dude, they got fucking Tim Anderson. Like, what else do you want me to say? Tim Anderson is going to. He finally got out of the most depressing fucking team in baseball history. He's out of there. He's gonna be fucking good, dude. I'm very much ready for the fucking Marlins ascension. Um, the Braves
You're
are gonna be
still
the
in on
fucking
them?
Braves. I'm so in
You're
on the
still in on the
Marlins.
Marlins after they
So in on the
fired their
Marlins.
one good GM they've had in like the last 5 years?
Yeah, but like you're not going to see the effects of that for a little bit, I imagine, unless they like go ham at the deadline. But yeah, I don't think you're going to really notice it too much for this season, at least. Josh Bell, I love him. Yeah, I'm very excited to see them cook. Um,
Marlins are fun.
yeah,
They're like they got, I feel it, I hate to say it, but they got good vibes. They
yeah,
got good energy.
yeah. No,
They got some juice. If I weren't a Phillies fan, I would be rooting in some semblance for the Marlins, but unfortunately, I'm not.
yeah, no. I think they're a very enjoyable team. Like you're going to have a good time when you're watching them. I think Tannen Anderson's a great addition for them. He fits the vibes. Him and Jazz have the potential to be the most electric duo. Is Sandy out for the year? I feel like I heard Sandy's out for the year, but if he
Not
isn't,
sure.
then Sandy's fucking him. Yeah, I'm very excited
Ja-
for the Marlins.
Jazz Chisholm is like one of my favorite players. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is about him. He just
no,
his incredible aura, one of the
yes,
highest auras in baseball.
I love that he's pushing the like, who fucking cares if guys have fun and celebrate wave. I love that shit. We gotta burn this old school fucking no fucking facial hair bullshit. All them rules got to go down. Like, let people have fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm very excited for
Sal, in
them.
case you're wondering, Sandy Alcantara is supposed to be out for the season.
Yeah.
However, Sixto Sanchez is
Yes.
back, and he's fucking
Yes, dude. He's listen. Sixto Sanchez, I'm so in on because he's finally gonna bring back fat pitching. Him and Alex Manoah, they're gonna have big seasons. I mean that in both their performance and their size. We need to bring back big pitchers. Jose Alvarado, another big pitcher. We'd love to see it. We need Fat Boys throwing the fucking ball again, dude. Um, yeah. So how? Like, I kind of want to go in on the Mets a little bit. I'm very interested in hear what you all think about the Mets. I think they're very again. I think they're very much a wild card. Not in terms of like they're gonna make the wild card, but they're very much like, what the fuck are they going to be? I have no idea.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same way I
um
feel about the Padres of last season, where I just don't think they're going to be in the same situation they were last season. And I think getting back, I always forget his fucking name. Eddie, is it Eddie, the reliever, my
Edwin
Puerto Rican
Diaz.
king, Edmund Diaz. Edwin Diaz. I think that'll be big for them. Um, but yeah, they'll probably still be mid, just not as bad. Is pretty much how I feel about them.
It's a
Yeah.
fucking shame that Edwin Diaz is on the Mets because that's like the coolest walkout that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dora. Yeah,
Fucking his first
Dude,
game back in spring training, just fucking struck out the side.
I hate to
First
hand it
fuck,
to
appearance.
man.
ISIS, but the Mets really do have a lot of like cool ass players. Like Lindor
Yeah.
is so sick.
Hmm.
I like Sean Manea. Um, fuck, who else was I thinking of? Sterling Marte.
Luis Severino.
Yeah, yeah. I think they have a very sick. Who's the fourth ball pitcher? Senga, right? He's cool. It annoys me that a lot of these players that I think are cool are on the Mets, so I have to hate them forever. But yeah, they're cool. I kind of like some of them guys, but I hope they fucking fail at everything they do.
Um, I do think it's extraordinarily funny now that we're going on to year 3 of the Steve Cohen experiment, that I have answered for myself a question that I had when he uh, bought the team, saying that he was willing to spend unlimited money and he was a Mets fan. Because I wanted to know what kind of Mets fan he was. And he's the wrong kind of Mets fan to be the owner of the Mets because he is the type of Mets fan that can't stop thinking about the Yankees at every opportunity.
Ooh.
Maybe
That's
the
tough.
biggest inferiority complex of any owner in Major League Baseball.
Wow.
Why are the Mets obsessed with getting the Yankees thrown out spare part players? I don't get it. Are you trying to sell jerseys? You're a little bit of an embarrassment.
Wow.
Maybe you should stop doing that because it never works and your team always loses.
Woo.
Because
Come with the heat.
I'm sitting here and I'm looking at their roster, and it's like you just took every single guy that the Yankees have had for the last 6 years that didn't work out, and they're somehow on this baseball team.
Damn.
Don't really
Damn.
know how that works.
Damn.
You
Wow.
hooked them.
I don't believe in the Mets. I've met the Mets. I didn't like them. That being said, Luis Severino looks like he's 100% back, and he's goated, and I fully believe. I fully believe in just him.
Wow. I don't even know what else
I
to
also do believe in Pete Alonso getting absolutely fucking dialed in to win yet another home run derby because that is his World Series.
Eat a lot, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be very fun watching goodbye um his goodbye tour in New York. I'm very excited to see him fucking leave there in embarrassing fashion. I think
I
So
hope this a child gets a worse injury this home run derby so we can like see like if that'll break him like an SNL sketch. Like a torn ACL is not enough to do it. Maybe we get a compound fracture. You know, get like the neck immobilizer out there. Like really something something like rattle him a little bit.
we need to protect our children.
Parm, if he killed a kid, what do you think that would do to his mind?
Just like he wouldn't even blink. Like I think he would just stare into the abyss and hit another baseball 504 feet.
Yeah, I think you're spitting, dog. Oh God, I can't even
Hey,
say anything
that was
else,
great.
man.
That was great. That was
For as
a
mean as I am
wonderful
about them, though, I do
synopsis.
like a lot of their players.
What was that?
For as mean as I am about them, though, I do like a lot of their players. I think their players are very good. I just you can't get me to believe.
They got bad vibes. It's one of
I
those organizations that is always just bad vibes.
yeah, it just doesn't seem. The the Matt Harvey curse looms over them.
Yeah. All right. Well, Karg, seeing as I know you want to get the fuck out of here as soon as you can, let's
Oh, I'm having a great time.
go ahead and riff on the Braves, dude. Give me 2 seconds. I'm listening.
I don't really have any real idea with them. Kind of same thing with the Dodgers where they're my pick to win the division, but I still feel like they might have a worse year than last year just because I don't think you can have as great of a regular season as they did again to that level. And by worse, I mean like barely worse, like probably a couple games less won, and not as crazy stats. Um, I just feel like they don't have one of those guys that can kind of fire them up with like kind of like a killer mentality that you kind of need in the playoffs. So they're just going to cruise through the regular season, get to the playoffs again, and kind of same deal. I don't know if they'll flame out. I think they'll definitely make it as farther, maybe than LCS, but the mentality is obviously World Series or bust, but I'm not feeling it yet. I did read Acuna's, I think, Players Tribune post today, and that was kind of inspiring in a cool kind of way. Him talking about his life story, and it seems like he wants to be back, even though he literally just won the fucking MVP. He does have that injury that apparently is nothing but could linger. I hope it doesn't. That'd be sad. And the Chris Sale thing, it's a real. I don't know if that'll work out. The Braves have that black magic. Will just make all these washed people into fucking stars. But they also just signed Jesse Chavez again for some reason. I think he's 40 something. And it's gonna be his last MLB season. I think he was okay last season to start the season, and then just kind of fell off a cliff. So I don't know if he's gonna do the same thing again. But yeah, I mean, they're my pick for the division winner, and that's about all I have to say on them.
What do you think about their offseason? Because it was a weird offseason. Like,
That's what I mean. Like I feel like I see every
they did a
site
lot.
giving it from like an A to a C. I was gonna say the opposite. I feel like they didn't do too much. Like they kind of just like waited a lot. They had the Chris Sale thing, and they're like, okay, we're kind of good now, and then didn't do much else besides get Jared Kelenic, right? Pitching wise, I feel like that's going to be a concern for them because I feel like their bullpen isn't very strong, and they only really have 3, maybe 4 quality starting pitchers. So I think that's a big question mark if you have to pick a weak point for them. Um, yeah, I don't know. This offseason, I wasn't like moved too much. Which again, they had probably the best team in baseball last year during the regular season. So how much more can you add to that? But um, I'm not shocked and awed. I guess it all comes down to how they respond to what happened in the playoffs last season.
Yeah.
And that was embarrassing, if we're going to be honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Like, they should
It's
really
just
feel
like,
ashamed.
I was a fan. I love
I don't know
deep
how they sleep
drives
at
to
night
left
after
field,
that one.
baby. They probably didn't. They're probably too up late being racist, as Atlanta Braves fans and players tend to be.
We've just been chopping all off season.
I'm not that high on the Braves, if I'm being honest. Like, I think they're very good, but also I kind of think like they're a lot older than people want to talk about how old they are.
I don't think it
it's
matters, to
like
be honest with
it's
you.
weird. Yeah, they're like
They're
they
devil
don't really have a
magic
real
team.
middle ground. They're like half young and half really old with no real like bridge between that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's like I don't feel comfortable
Fridays.
saying they're worse or bad. They're still very good, and I also feel
Yeah.
weird saying that they won't be as good because then I feel like I'll just end up looking stupid. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Pretty
just
much, I'm just gonna I guess it's the same as last year type thing with maybe a deeper playoff run is where I end up with them.
yeah, I really can't see them not winning the division. And that doesn't upset me. I very much like them winning the division. I don't like the days off. It scares me. But yeah, I think they're just gonna kind of just. I don't know if they'll win it as easily this year, but I think they're definitely just gonna they're winning it.
Yeah. I mean, they're built to win the regular season
Yeah,
and win the division. And that, I mean, they just like they get out hot to start the season and they just keep winning. And
yeah,
compared to the Phillies, who the past 2 years had like atrocious starts.
yeah.
And if we're gonna pivot to the Phillies here, if that's okay,
No, I'm
um,
very happy with that.
they the Phillies are gonna have to start better this season because I don't think they can do the same thing again. And like all signs, I think would point to them at least starting like passable and pretty decent. Maybe not as hot, but yeah, they're gonna have to. They can't dig themselves as big of a hole. I think they would run out of the magic at that point.
Yeah,
And what bother the Phillies are like frustrating with their offseason this year because they really didn't do much of anything.
they
And
yeah
the problem is like the team is really fucking good, And I mean, they got a stacked lineup for the most part. And their bullpen is probably the best bullpen in baseball, if not up there. Um, Starting rotation top 3 is up there with anyone. I would have loved for them to get either Snell or Montgomery, in which case you probably have the best just pitching in all of baseball. But you're relying on Chris Sanchez or Taijuan Walker, which makes that could be a trouble area. Um, you want a slight concern in center field with Rojas and Pache. If both of them aren't hitting, that could be a problem. But I mean, the reality is that with this team, like you pretty much the stars need to come through, and the stars need to play like stars. And last year was weird. Bryce was hurt at the beginning of the year. Trey Turner had a terrible start to the year. Kyle Schwarber just doesn't hit anything until June.
Yeah.
And so, like, 3 of your top players aren't doing anything to start. Harper is back. Trey Turner's a little more custom. Schwarber's going to be Schwarber. So, yeah, just hope they get off to a decent start and then can just, like, play good ball all season.
Yeah. All
Are you
right.
two ready to admit the kiss of death, though?
What's the kiss of death?
Are you two ready to admit that?
What is it?
So I don't. I'm not sure if you guys have been paying attention, but Bryson Stott has been not hitting very well in spring training. And then Joe Girardi on the Yes Network called
I
him
did see that.
one of the best hitting prospects of a generation in a spring training where he's batting 200.
Yeah.
I just want you guys to know that it's over. He is Brett Gardner. The star potential, like you throw out of the window. You're getting 17 straight years of medium quality batsmanship.
Can
Set
I
your expectations to that level.
let me ask you this? What if he doesn't mean what he's saying? Does it still mean that we're fucked? If Girardi is lying, does that help?
When has he ever told the truth?
Fair enough.
Is the return I have for you.
My
Fair.
to zag a little bit, and I know it's just gonna come off like I'm a Phillies hater. I'm not. I liked following them in the postseason, even if they did hurt both the teams that I like. For me, the thing with like, I don't think it's over. It's just I don't know how many teams get to the World Series and then close to it again, not win it, and then are right back in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't think it happens often enough where I feel like that's maybe the biggest mark against them, but at the same time, I can't think of any like huge loss that they have off the top of my head compared to last year. And like Baller said, it just comes down to like how consistent they can be during the regular season and carrying that into the playoffs, because you can't start stinky like that again. And if the vibes aren't right, shit can go south real fast. But they're just one of those teams that I'm just always, if they find a way to sneak into the playoffs, I'm always going to be afraid of, no matter what the regular season looks like. So
Yeah.
can never really count them out.
I mean, the big X factor here is the starting pitching. So you need Wheeler to still be like an ace, a top 10 pitcher in baseball.
Yep.
You need Nola to be good Nola, the best he can. Just
What
do
was
the
he
best you
last
can,
year?
Aaron.
What would you consider him last year?
He was really good last year in the postseason. Not
in the
regular season, though.
postseason. He had a tough regular season, and that's part of the reason why we struggled.
Yeah,
He gave up so many home runs last year. It was
he's
so tough to watch, but he pulled it through, and so
No.
you got to give him credit.
He was stinky.
Ranger is healthy and
Yeah.
had a good spring training, so that's a great sign.
Yeah, no,
And then,
him
I
being
mean, like,
ready for the start of the season is going to be fucking huge. Because last year, just like the amount of injuries that we had to start the year, you didn't see Jose Alvarado for a lot of the season last year. You didn't see Ranger. You didn't see Bryce for a while. I think everyone being at a decently healthy, aside from Taijuan Walker, I think that's fucking huge. It's gonna change things. I really do believe that.
yeah, I mean, like, I like Chris Sanchez. I thought he was great,
Yeah.
very good, not great, but he impressed last year
He's a very good
from
player.
expectations. That being said, like there was a reason there weren't any expectations for him. So he's going to have to maintain the level that he pitched at last year.
Yep.
Really concerned about Taijuan Walker. Tailed off last year. He's injured this. He's a little banged up in the spring training.
Yep.
And like we don't really have much starting pitching depth after that.
Yeah.
So starting pitching is really where things could go south. And that's
Absolutely.
why all offseason I was just hoping they would bring in obviously like Snell or Montgomery. Didn't happen, but really any sort of reinforcements there. Because Andrew Painter's out for the season. So we're gonna have to wait till next year for him. But that's really the area of concern. I think the bats will be fine. The pitching, starting pitching, could be an issue because like with starting pitching, if you have trouble and the guys are only giving you 3, 4, 5 innings, then that taxes your bullpen. So your great bullpen will wear down over the course of a season, and that's how everything could fall apart.
Yeah. Do you got more to say on the Phillies? Because I'm ready to roll here. I got some. I'm ready to
I'm good.
drop some shit. All right. All right, boys. It's real turn up time. I want to let you know it's been an hour 45. I'm seeing on my timer here, and I barely mentioned Nick Castellanos. So
There
it's
we go.
fucking time. All right, boys. Listen, you fucking bitch ass nerds, hit me up in my DMs all offseason saying, "Oh, you stuck in the NLCS." Guess what? Everyone did chuckle. You fucking pussies are not ready for the fucking shit he's about to drop on you this year. You may think that he's gonna hit a double play. Cry about it, bitch. Guess what? He's gonna cook. You're gonna fucking see the fruits of the labors when we play the fucking Braves again, and he fucking cooks that their bitch asses. And let me tell you, if you hate Nick Castellanos, you love the fucking Braves, dude. You might as well do the chop. You might as fucking well do the chop if you hate Nick Castellanos. You bums. Listen. You got fucking Aaron Nola back. You won. You beat me. I'm in hell. I gotta watch this fucking bum pitch on my team for what, the next 7 years? He's going to be like okay for one of them, maybe two of them. Then he's going to fall off. I'm in hell over here. But you know what? I'm fucking not in hell because I got Nick Castellanos ready to cook this year on your bitch asses. All of you want to doubt him last year because a real fucking fan, someone with some real fucking cojones to fucking enjoy a fucking real hooper that the fucking media doesn't want you to enjoy. You get upset at a guy like that. You get upset at a guy like me who's ready to fucking actually respect someone who's hooping, not who the fucking 97.5 tells you to like, bro. You hate on Nick Castellanos because I love Nick Castellanos. You think about me loving Nick Castellanos all the time. You hate it, bro. But guess what? He's real hoops. He's real fucking hoops. You know what happens last year? If we don't have Nick Castellanos, we don't make the playoffs. We don't make the NLCS. None of this happens because our entire fucking team couldn't hit for the first fucking half of the year except for Nick Castellanos and Brandon Marsh. Shout out Brandon Marsh. Fucking Kyle Schwarber, you want a dick ride, and I love Kyle Schwarber. He's my guy. The guy can't fucking hit before June, and you want to fucking dick ride him still? You fucking nerds. You fucking absolute jingling keys babies. Hate when a real fucking baseball player steps to the fucking thing, ready to swing at whatever pitch he sees. He doesn't swing because some fucking nerd fucking bot tells him to. He swings because he sees a pitch he wants to swing at. Sometimes that fucking pitch is a ball 5 feet away from the fucking batter's box. But guess what, dude? You get the good and the bad. He's fucking like that. It's a real fucking swinger hour. You're not ready for all these swings, dude. You fucking stand in the batter's box and you stare at pitches that go right down the middle. He's trying to fucking absolutely fight this ball to get a hit. He wants it more than anyone else on the team. He needs it more than anyone else on the team. And you bums are absolutely terrified to embrace that. You know what you are? You're a bunch of Bradley Cooper haters. You hate a motherfucker. Who cares? You hate the best father in Philadelphia because you bums, you absolute nerds, you cretins just want to fucking sit here and be absolutely nerded out on your nerd boys. Oh, Brace of Thought has OBS. And guess what, bitch? I don't care. Hit a home run, nerd. Fuck Alec Boehm, too. But yeah, dude, Nick Castellanos is going to cook. You bitches, you nerds aren't ready for it. And Aaron Nola is going to suck. I'm going to be here laughing at you for once again doubting the best fucking players on the Phillies. Fuck Mormons. Go Castellanos. Fucking eat my ass, dude. I'm ready. Let's go. Casty, I know what you're gonna do for me. This won't be the only promo I drop, you fucking nerds. I'm ready. We're cooking. Me and my boy's not doing me wrong. He's never done me wrong. He's not gonna do it now. So just fucking get ready. Get fucking here. You can be with me or you can be against me. And I guarantee you, bro, you don't want to be against me because I'm always fucking right about baseball, dude. But yeah, that's all I
So,
got.
so do you
That's
think he's
all.
a trade deadline candidate?
I think you should suck my fucking dick. Why did I ask you to come on this show?
No, I'm fully with you. I think
Thank you.
he's really fucking good. Am I biased because he's really hot? Probably.
Yeah,
But all I'm saying is I saw what he did in the postseason and he pissed me off real bad. So
yeah.
that should be a good thing for your
He's
team. So
listen. All I'm saying is a lot of uglies in the chat want to hate on some real lookers, bro. Me and Nick, we're good looking fellows. We're going. They hate that, bro. They hate seeing a beautiful person succeed. But yeah, dude, it's scary hour for you bitches. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up the NL East. Everyone thinks the Braves are gonna win it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Phillies wild card.
Yep.
I don't.
Who do you think's
Oh,
gonna win it?
what do you think, Mark?
I'm saying Phils.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'm saying
Sam.
I like
Phils
it.
in the NL East.
All right, let's go, dude.
I like it.
All right, so
Even Whit Merrifield. At
do we want to enter into our last segment, our predictions for MVP and Cy Young?
Let's do it.
All right, boys. So we're gonna start off with ballers picks. Let me drop this into
All
the
right.
live chat. Hold on. You see it live on the
Um,
screen? You want to introduce them?
are we doing like divisions too?
Just say your guys, the four guys on the screen.
Okay. Yeah. So, little predictions. AL Cy Young. We're gonna go with the one and only former Phil, Nick Pavetta.
Would you say you have Pavetta
Great.
hype?
Yeah, I would say I definitely have a lot of Pavetta hype. That's real. Um, Look, he's that guy. No, not much more to say on that. Um, MVP of the American League Baseball Association is Julio Rodriguez. You know, a little J Rod action. Taking swing at the throne of the best Rodriguez to ever play the game, and we will see how that plays out. He's got a ways to go, I will admit, but look, the track is nice. Now, for the National League, the MVP of the National League, the one and only Mr. Ringworm himself, Fernando Tatis Jr., leading the
Love this pick.
Padres to the wild card.
I love it.
He's back. He's better than ever. He's juiced up. Vibes are great. Everybody's looking for him. He's going to swing that bat this year. And then Cy Young, it's staying in San Diego. We're having a Cy Young and MVP season from the San Diego Padres. Dylan Cease just traded in. Cy Young back to back. Cy Young's between what's his name? Snell and then Cease. And even with that, Padres only making the wild card.
Wow.
All right.
I love the Tatis pick because I feel like, I mean, you already have him win the Platinum Glove. Was incredible making the transition from shortstop to right field. And I think now that he's fully recovered from the injury, it's batting time, baby. He's gonna have a career year, I think. So I love the pick.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what I should have picked for my NL MVP, but I kind of don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just cooking.
All right. Anyone else got any takes on ballers picks?
I think the Dylan Cease pick is a little ambitious, but hey, if it happens, that'd be fire.
No, I think it's all right.
when will the professed Padres fan respect the best pitcher on the team? Is what I.
Wow.
Oh,
I
now where are you going with this?
honestly I'm not
Respect.
familiar with Cease's game, to be quite honest. So I'm ready for the ride.
He's good. All
Like
right.
I'm waiting for the you respect.
He's in. I love
You
you.
listen.
Look,
I love you
I
with
love
all
you,
my
bud.
heart. I love him with all my heart, but we're entering the sunset. You know,
Oh
he's
yeah.
he's on the decline. I can't say he's the best pitcher on the team anymore. So, but I love him. Love that guy. Speaking of new pitchers for the Padres, Yuki Matsui, name to watch. Name to watch this year.
Yep. And
He
Mike
was
King.
he was throwing gas.
Here, Michael.
Yeah, Matt King.
And
I didn't see
Mr.
him too much, but yeah, the boy.
All right. So we're gonna move into cards picks now. Go ahead, card.
All right. Full disclosure, kind of just throwing darts at a wall with this one. I didn't have too much prep time, so I kind of just looked at voting totals for this past season. I was like, I think these two people or this person can come back a little bit. So, for the AL, which is the league I know the least, I'm gonna go with Corey Seager. Somehow gonna have an even better year than last year. He really moved me in the postseason. There was aura. So I think he's going to continue to cook. He's got his World Series trophy. He's just chasing that MVP. For the NL MVP, I'm going with a shock. I'm going with Corbin Carroll, building off his incredible,
Jesus.
building off his incredible last season. I see nothing about him that I'm just like, oh, this is one area of his game that I think is not good or something or other. I think he's only going to get better and better, and he's somehow going to be the catalyst to the Diamondbacks having a better regular season than last year. Maybe not as good of a playoff run as last year, but I think he's going to carry their ass through the regular season and just have a fucking amazing season. Cy Young, I kind of left empty. I don't really have a take. I guess my only Cy Young take is I think it might be Strider's year to win. He's adding a
The fuck is
curveball
this?
to his arsenal. That'll
Oh my
be part of
God.
like
When the
the
fuck did we get on
journalist
Strider?
narrative. Um,
You're fucking up my
I
graphic. It's Edwin Diaz is right
Well, I'm
there.
confused. You have a closer winning Cy Young?
yeah, that was like my realistic take is Strider. That's probably what's going to happen. He's adding pitch to his arsenal. They're going to use that as a narrative, whatever. My insane pick is going to be Diaz. He's coming back from that freak injury, which was really sad to see, and he's going to be the fucking backbone of the Mets. People are gonna say, "Oh shit, how are they so much better than last year?" And it's gonna be Edwin Diaz. And then for the AL, I just went with Gossman, who I don't really know much about, to be quite honest. I just kind of picked a name out of the hat.
Has a closer ever won Cy Young before?
2003
Yeah.
was the last time,
Mm.
so they're due.
Just just trying to imagine how good of a season he would have to have. And like, if anyone, I mean, he could, I guess.
He had the most. Eric Garner had the most saves in baseball history, I think, when he won that one.
Yeah.
Mm. So
And
Diaz
for
would
this,
probably have
So
to break that or come close.
it's possible that it's more possible. It's more possible, I think, to win it now than it actually was in 2003.
Yeah.
Just because the
and
amount of
Because
guys
starters are
now who
going
basically
yeah,
not going as
play
long.
3 innings.
yeah, and
Well,
for
starters
this,
don't go as long, and now like they brought back that 3 inning like goat guy like that. Like you don't have to be like a 1 inning, ninth inning merchant. Your best pitcher, like relief pitcher, can be the guy that goes like 6, 7, 8 for you.
Yeah.
for the Strider thing too, it's just like it's not just being like a homerism or anything. Like he was All Star last year, All MLB first team, MLB wins leader and strikeout leader. Um, so he's laying the groundwork for these voters. So maybe this year is the year for him.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff. All right. Big Parm, you ready to go?
Big Parm.
Oh, certainly.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
sure. Have to wait for the graphic to come up.
The graphic is up. Yeah, I've been cutting the whole time, dude. I'm in the studio, don't you worry. I'll put it in the chat though. Here.
Uh, I mean, it is big Aaron Judge, AL MVP. It's easy. He's going to hit 75 home runs inexplicably. He's very, very good. Um, NL MVP, I mean, it just is Otani, unless he gets banned from baseball for gambling. It's just a cheat code to be able to be him. NL Cy Young and AL Cy Young, I'm going both spicies. I'm going both spicy picks. NL Cy Young, Jordan Hicks.
Nice.
Baseball.
That's a good underdog.
As a Yankees fan, I'm absolutely miserable that he's on the Giants. If I was a Cardinals fan, I would not go to work anymore. I would never get out of bed. I would think about him all day long. I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do. AL Cy Young, also going with a spicy one, going with Tristan McKenzie on the Guardians. I just
Interesting.
really like the way that he pitches. If he can stay healthy, I think he's going to be a really, really good pitcher for a long time. But he does weigh 165 pounds, so his arm might arm might be cooked like this year. You never know. But I do believe.
Question for the Otani pick. Has the DH ever won MVP?
I think David Ortiz won one.
I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure they'll make it a fucking exception for. Wait, Shohei just won one.
Oh, David Ortiz never won.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, he'll probably be
I mean,
incredible again.
he has
But-
won one before.
Yeah.
But
He's
he
won
did
2 before,
pitch.
hasn't he?
No, just the
Last
one
year,
MVP.
and the year before last year.
Did he win last year?
I mean, he won 2023. No,
No, 2022 was Judge. 2021 was his last year, I think, or his first MVP. I don't remember.
yeah, he won AL MVP 2021 and 2023.
Okay, yeah.
So I think we're just gonna get a little voter fatigue. They're gonna use the excuse that he's not pitching this time around. But it's still
Actually,
a good bet.
I have a DH for you. Miguel
Yeah.
Cabrera, 2013.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
They started.
Hey,
He still pretended to play third base a little bit, but that was when they started moving him to mostly be a DH.
10 years later, due time.
Yeah.
All right, Sal, let's hear him.
Oh shit, am I up? All right, let's bring up
Yeah.
Sal's
Let's
picks.
go. Gee, I wonder who he's going to have for MVP.
I don't think you're gonna be able to guess it. It's up on the screen now. I gotta put it in the chat.
Oh,
So,
it's not Castellanos?
no, I didn't think that'd be because my thing is they never pick the best player for MVP. It's always like kind of like someone like who's all right. So, NL
good.
Cy Young,
These are
it's
fever
a
picks.
boring pick. It's a boring pick, but I'm going with Zach Wheeler. I really think that he I don't know how he wasn't in the discussion really last year. But I love him. I think he's the best pitcher in the NL. I think he'll get the award. I had to stick with my central guys for the rest of it. So NL MVP, O'Neal Cruz. I think he took the year off last year. He's gonna be back this year. He's gonna be fucking crazy. I'm so excited for the Pirates this year. I really think that they're gonna cook something special. I'm very excited to see how they go. AL Cy Young. I'm going with Joe Ryan. It was kind of a toss-up with Joe Ryan, and I thought that Zach Eflin could also be a guy, but I ultimately went with Ryan because he's a young guy. He's had a few really good years now. I think he's someone who's on a team that he's on. You only really got Pablo Lopez as their other good pitcher now that Gray's gone. So I think with the more work he's going to put in, the more he's got to carry the team. I think he's going to be able to do it, and I think that he's going to be able to get the Cy Young. And for my MVP, the AL, go with my boy Brian Buxton. I think he's easily like one of the most fun players to watch in the MLB. The guy can hit, the guy can fucking field, he can do everything. I love watching him play. Um, if he wasn't banged up last year, I think you would have seen him in more of the discussions. I think this is the year. But yeah, I'm very excited for all them guys. I think it's going to be a good run.
Nice. I love it.
Thank you.
I guess last thing to close out in anticipation of tomorrow, since the Phillies game has been pushed, what matchups are you going to be watching for opening day?
Probably none. Maybe you know what? Maybe I'll see who the Pirates are playing.
They're playing the Marlins, your boys.
Oh yeah, I'm in. I'm totally in. Yeah, no,
Oh,
yeah, I'll be there.
that's fun.
Baller and I will be
That's
watching
fun. We got the
Giants at Padres.
That's right, at home, 1 p.m. local time. We'll be locked in.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's exciting. Parm, you locked into
You
any
Darvish.
games tomorrow? Yankees got delayed, didn't they?
Yeah, so
Oh
yeah.
no, they're
No,
in. Oh, they're
no,
in.
they're playing the Astros.
Yeah, no, it's the
they're
Mets who
they're in
got delayed.
Houston, I think.
Yeah.
I am going to be on my porch for 10 sharp watching my boys.
Hell yeah.
Gonna watch Nestor Cortez take the bump in his opening day start. I'm very excited for him. This is a big deal, big opportunity for Nestor to kind of cook, kind of get his legs back this season. Juiced for him. Hope he can figure out how to pitch good with the pitch clock.
Hell yeah. All right, so unless anyone has any last thoughts they want to share, this has been the We Know Ball podcast, title not finalized. I want to thank Baller. I want to thank Parm. I want to say thank you to
You're
our
welcome.
guest, Karg. You don't know. I don't want to say thank you, Baller. You fucking took too long, dude. Yeah.
Hey man, I was out hooping. I went 2-1 tonight.
Yeah, well, you should have
Okay.
gone fucking 0-0, and you should have been here ready to go like a professional.
So you did not give me a
Like,
time. You just said, "Hey, tonight," and I was
yeah,
like, "Okay."
I don't know. Yeah,
And
no,
then you said, "Are you free now?"
uh, but yeah, no, it's been a good time. I forgot to do this last time. Do you boys want to tell the people where to find you, if they can't for some reason?
No,
No,
Okay,
not really.
nope.
all right.
I'm good.
No Twitters, no
No,
follower.
I just want to say thank you for having me, and I'd love to come
Thank you
back
for coming.
anytime.
Oh, you're always welcome here.
I'd love to have Kark back.
I gotta drop a
Hell yeah.
secret, dude.
Back on the.
No, go ahead.
I just was saying I would love to have Kark back on the We Know Ball title not finalized, a mostly Sixers and Padres podcast. So
Largely Sixers podcast.
we have a good time here.
But yeah, we would love to have you back. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you boys. For the last like full hour, I've been holding in the nastiest fucking shit. I'm going to absolutely destroy one of the toilets in my
Bro,
hall here.
go drop that shit.
Yeah, I've been in hell, dude. I've
Boy.
been actually in hell doing all this. I'm kind of a Jesus-like figure in terms of my sacrifice here.
But guess what, Sal? Guess what?
Holding in a shit while
What?
I rant about the Mets. That's
You
poetic.
did it. You did it for the love of the game.
I did. I really did.
That's right. That is damn right.
But yeah.
Well, thank you, Sal.
Thank you, boys. Everyone, subscribe, like, comment. Don't objectify Parm in the comments this time. Yeah. Maybe we'll be back around
What?
fucking mid-season. Nothing. Don't look at the comments. Maybe we'll be back around the All-Star break to discuss more. But yeah, goodbye.